Yeah! Radio Fry Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown, Bow, McCaney, Connaught, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with the breakfast show 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful camera and the elegant Brigitte. Then the drive 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry Fry 2022. We go visual.
You talk, we listen on Fry Fry Radio.
Power through. Even though I'm kind of sad, but I know that I'll power through. It's the breakfast mix on Fry Fry Radio with me, Sarah Kamara, and yes, we are here every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., engaging in open, authentic, and everyday reality conversations. And of course, today again, we have an interesting topic for you. And remember that you can always be part of the program by joining us or calling us on 088-971-971. You can send us a text message or even call us on WhatsApp or message us, and you can engage us live on our Facebook page on Radio Fry Fry. You know, you can chat with me in the live chat section, or you can send with a message or messenger, and be rest assured that we go read them, because your perspective of every story we'll talk about, every topic we'll discuss are very, very, very much important to we. And for today's discussion, I'm kind of super excited about that one, but I'll give you the honors.
Yeah, today's topic is about standing up for yourself for the first time. It's standing up for yourself for the first time. So, like, maybe you've met a bully.
Yes.
Or maybe your partner.
Yes.
That you're scared of. Something
Yes.
that you're scared of.
Yes.
And you want to stand up for yourself and you tell yourself, you know what, I've had enough. I'm going to beat through this. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah! Radio Fry Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown, Bow, McCaney, Connaught, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with the breakfast show 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful camera and the elegant Brigitte. Then the drive 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry Fry 2022. We go visual.
You talk, we listen on Fry Fry Radio.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Radio Fry Fry.
Trying to actually sort out some technical issues.
Yes.
I guess.
But we're back.
We're back. We are back. So very good morning to you once again. If you are just joining us, this is Radio Fry on 97.1. And this is the Breakfast Mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
And yes, a gentle reminder that we are here every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. as we engage in everyday reality conversations. And of course, today's topic as well is going to be interesting, and your contribution will be appreciated. So all you have to do is call us on 088-971-971, send us a message, or you can call us on WhatsApp as well, and send us a WhatsApp text message. You know, if not, may recognize your voice. We're live right now on Facebook. Yes. You can go there and engage. We live comment, we live chat, or you can send me a message on Messenger, and be rest assured that your contribution, of course, we go read them and add them. We only be to with the talk here in our studio. And as always, we get very, very interesting topic what we talk about, because hey, we also for talk about everyday reality, every single day reality. And today, your topic.
Today's topic. I mean, we don't go through a lot of relationship discussions, and today we want to like calm down a bit.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about the first time waiting up for yourself, where you brave whatever fear, whatever obstacle where you face in our life, waiting up for yourself and say, you know what, I'm going to face you and I'm going to overcome. So 1 year that experienced it, the first day where you team up for yourself.
Yeah.
When you fought for yourself, when you stood up for yourself.
When you say enough, when you say enough is enough. Yes. I feel like we all don't get that moment they want in time. So it doesn't matter like the circumstances. It can be, you know, when you go to school and you have somebody where they bully you. And it can be even in a friendship, you know, you have friends where you say they're very, very much a bully, and you have been putting up with it. And someone can say, then we don't do one thing. But each one thing, I maybe say myself a tire. So I just tell and say, you know, I just tell them, and me and so that's how we friendship end. Yeah. And it can happen in different, even siblings, you know. Sometimes you have siblings where they get one maybe say, the one where then they bully all the time, and then he or she loses it and go off on people. So the circumstances very, very much vary, and as always we get to share our own personal experience them just so for get the conversation started. But before we get down to that, we want to go for a short music break, or because it's talking about cool. It's like talk about cool. So make sure you stay tuned to 97.1, and when we come back we will continue for the remote.
Friends, families and loved ones out of airtime, and you need to send them some from your AfriCell line. It's easy. Dial *121#. Enter the amount you want to transfer. Then enter the receiver's number. Press 1 to confirm. You'll receive an SMS notification confirming your transaction. Cost per transaction is 225 leones. It's that easy. AfriCell.
Away my pains. Thank you for the times God, now you, now you, now you, now you, now me God, now you, now you.
On the beat.
Fuck man, we don't fall, really for don't stand tall. If then they read the signs on the wall, go for buying a mall. No need for ask price, cause sweeten on the signs on the wall. Stick no bill, no piece of party. Or can't you read the signs on the wall? Look left and right, bra, cross quick na zebra. Then tramp on the sign on the wall. Use your imagination. Time travel, be guided by the signs on the wall. If you ever get lost, please find your way back. Directions on the signs on the wall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. On the signs on the wall. Jama pay 50,000 pound, who the lorry come free. All she read was the signs on the wall. Sometimes not just common sense, bro. You don't need no sign on the wall to see and got to leave. That's how we lose sight of the big picture, cause we're looking for signs on the wall. Rape case is not a tale now, quick now, pademba. So better find the sign on the wall. You put your light down, make you see us. Sometimes you see no sign on the wall. Using us, fan who side beef the us. Cause you know they not any sign anymore. Hustle down the wazoo, passing go keep us in on this hustle. I got some laugh when a brother said, why you want kill yourself? Hustle down the tongue to a war zone. Careful, don't get killed in this war zone. I gotta tell you, why you want kill yourself? Forget saying I gotta bless this we hustle. I choose to play the keyboard and to mess with the trigger, cause I wanna see the growth of my sons and my daughters, and I wanna carry them on my lap and my shoulder. So I know go walk you back. Originality works for me. I've been through rugged paths, but personality speaks for me. Don't wanna lose sight of the big picture. Lord, reveal your signs on the wall. Don't wanna end up right now by them. So I got to find a sign on the wall. If I put me eye down, make her see me nose. And I say I go see me on sign on the wall. Using us, fan who's I beef the us. Cause you know they know any sign on the wall. Hustle, 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 like I should laugh when I'm brothers. Why you want to kill yourself? Hustle, but the tongues for war zone. Careful, don't get killed in this war zone. I gotta tell you, why you want to kill yourself? Forget to say, I told the bless this we hustle. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. Better days ahead.
This is the Breakfast Mix on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Yeah! Radio Fry Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown. Bo, McKinney, Connor, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with the breakfast show 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful camera and the elegant Brigitte. 10 the drive, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry Fry 2022. We go visual.
Yo, talk, we listen on Fry Fry Radio.
Morning, 3.5 million people.
Good morning. I think we forgot in the first round to actually say good morning to every region.
Yes.
And I think we owe them that. We owe them that. So if you are listening from Freetown, of course, which one would on master?
Kagbo.
Kushe.
Oh, Kagbo.
Howdy, buddy.
And if you did born in Kenema?
Boa.
Bisia.
Kaingoma.
Yes. And sparkling city.
I don't master Eminde.
Me I no master any too. If you're in the like my ring, sparkling city of Kono.
The Diamond City.
Yes.
Wenchena. Chenechia. And
we're turning Chinese for Kono.
Oh, I think I'm still on my extensive research. I haven't concluded it, but I'm still on it. And if you are listening from McKinney. Yes.
As they like to say in adverts.
McKinney.
In Kono and McKinney.
I'm like, what? Now McKinney we said no. That's what the McKinney wanted to say.
Seke.
Piari. So if you want to be part of the program today, where you call, we always emphasize this. Please, 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 now for greet we in your local dialect and continue for teach we, because one for the greets people them not every region, because that's the beautiful thing about Radio Fry Fry. We did outside, even though we did now 5 major cities, but we frequency when they catch them any side we did. And I was like, I confirmed that when somebody called me from Daru, be like, I guess not loud and clear. I didn't know where Daru is, but I know said Daru far. So we got that, and today's topic is standing up for yourself.
Yes, the first time waiting up for yourself.
And say enough is enough.
Yes, I want to read some of the messages already on Facebook. We have Amara Barcelona. He loves football. Let's just generalize and just keep it there. So it agreed to me this morning. Good morning. And the Mami Iyai, of course. Dedicated listener. I say good morning. And it agreed to me. And then we get Missy Musa King Lud. He said, good morning, Fry Fry. What is or are the backup for any of you ladies? It's possible you have an emergency to attend. Messi, are you okay? Why are you worried for us? Don't be worried.
There are 2 people in the studio, so if there's an emergency, one person can cover the show.
Yes, and we'll also get 2 extra. The
Yeah.
Drive Time Show team, they can also cover for we.
Trust me,
okay.
Fry, we're already prepared.
Yes.
We're always prepared. And I think I got another mail. I don't know if you see that message today from Amara Barcelona. I think this one is a Barcelona fan, a football fan. It says, yes, indeed, before you hope on someone to help you, you have to be ready first of all to stand on your own, because we are humans and we're not reliable. So learn to stand up and train yourself to do things on your own. Amara Barcelona of Team West Texas in McCaney. I think we don't get a representative there. Stagnant one.
McCaney. When I'm morning, I'm McCaney.
Yes, on a second, I'm McCaney. Today, your topic very, very, very much interesting. Standing up for yourself. I think this one is very much personal, because for me as a child growing up, I was very much docile, and I was not talking because I stutter a lot.
Oh, wow.
Like I couldn't say words. Like if I want to say howdy buddy, I'd be like So at that point when I realized that I couldn't control my speech, I resort to staring at people. So I was like, I'm always staring. Like I'll stare at you. I have 1,000,001 thing going on in my head, but how can I say those things? I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
So in school, I was like, I had this, I can remember his name. Her name is Dora, and she was my bully. This was back in class 2, because of the war, I wasn't able to I was homeschooled for the first half of my life. I wasn't able to continue. My mom always say, when them puts me school, the week when them puts me school, that was when them puts me nursery, that was when the attacked Kerala, so they had to be withdrawn from school. So when we came to Freetown, and of course after the January 6 1999 Wahala, and so my elder sister was like the one homeschooling me. So I actually started school at Prep 2, class 2. That's why I actually go for Prep 1, and then I sat the exam. The teacher was like, hey, let's try Prep 2. I think that she's qualified for Prep 2. So this girl, Dora, because I couldn't say anything, I was just staring at the board, and I was not used to people. So, and 1 block back then was a huge money.
I'm telling you, that lunch was sober with 1 block.
Oh my God. But what this guy would do, literally, every single time, would they give me the 1 block where I come, because I didn't say anything. If they take me 1 block, they give me a young grade. And I couldn't say anything. I would just sat there, eat my
Your empty
and this
bread.
bread was so small. So if they take her, I eat the bread, and then she'll go. She did that for a very long time. Wow. I couldn't tell my mom, because what would I tell my mom? That, this girl was like, I felt scared, because if I did, she was like really tall, and me being so small and skinny, so it's very hard. I remember that if I tell my mom I can't at school, and then after that, she would end up like
beating me up.
But that went on for so long, because this 1 block in the game, because the mama buy bread and I buy juice. But at the end of the day, I'm not eating anything. I'll just eat guy bread. And that went on for so long, first time, second time, third time, and I had enough. I was like, nah, this is not going on. This is not going to go on forever. There's something that I must do. There's something I would do. So I think it was then I got so angry. Because for me, even now, I think that's how I am still. I have the longest patience. I'll be so patient, but it gets to that point, my breaking point, where nobody would tell me anything. I'll not do it. So that day when I was going, it was on a Friday, and I was really determined. So I went to school, and I said, if this take me 1 block today, if this take me 1 block today, and they suspend me at school. And so she thought, I think she didn't, like, she was so used to it. So as I went, she's like, wait, 1 block. I'm like, yeah, 1 block then I'm like, give me. I'm like, no, I'm not giving it to you. She's like, you didn't give me. I'm like, no, I'm not giving. But those words, like, I never did to you, was like, took so long for me. And then she started laughing. Oh. When she started laughing, I lost it. I just pulled me back, my face. Hey, pop. And that was how I hit her on the face. And then she went for knock me now, go under the table. And it begin that like confusion. The people like, blah, 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 blah. And teacher come in this. So when the teacher come, and the teacher used to like me because I was smart. So he used to like me. Like for him, he understood like, this is not the only picking at the class. You ask her a question, she cannot say it verbally. But if you tell her for right time, she'll write it. So he was like, he called me and he was really patient and he explained to me. And like he asked me and I stuttered the explanation right through. And he was like, nah, that's wrong. If you don't tell me earlier, like this, not for don't go on. So it ended up being a big problem for her. They had to call her parent, they had to call mine, and we were there. And they suspended her for 2 weeks. And when she
Wow.
came back, we became friends.
Oh.
So that was like really liberating, and I think she was the person that would always start for encourage me for the talk, for the dish. She was more patient with me. She was like that, and we became really, 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 really good friends.
Wow.
And I was really sad that we like transferred and had to change school. And I still think about her. Her name is Dora, like it's imprinted in my head. She used to have like bald head and tall, dark skin, pink lips, and I still like, oh my God, I want to meet her someday. So we can talk about how she used to bully me for my 1,000, but we ended up being the bestest of friends. And I used to help her with academic work, and she helped me with my speech.
Okay.
So for me, I just felt like she wanted to be friends with me, but she know how to approach it. And for her, the best way she can show love is by being a bully or resorting to violence or something. So, and then we ended up having an understanding, and a friendship blossomed from whatever that is. And ever since then, I think I learned a valuable lesson: was not let anybody walk over me.
Yeah.
I can be who I want to be. I can be very reserved in my corner, but then I have to tell myself this is not what I can take, because at the end of the day, there are limits, there are boundaries that you have to put in place, and you cannot let people be walking over you
Yes.
every single time. And sometimes you have to say, nah, this is enough. So since then, I learned at a very young age, and since then, it doesn't matter how big you are. That's why I say a smaller, but like if you're bullying me or bullying somebody close to me, trust me, I will stand up for that person. I will stand up for myself. And the worst you can do is kill me, which basically you cannot do. Even if you do, the law not gonna make you go free.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we all should learn. But that's my experience. Do you have any?
I have plenty, but I'll choose one.
Okay.
So we are first left Salon for go England for go study, because of the times, and then the war make I miss education like a
Right.
lot. And so I go, most people then they say are dumb, are stupid, are this, are that. I'm from Africa.
Right.
And most of the time I dey keep quiet.
Wow.
Because I not be even sabi talk English better. Now the Creole sabi talk. So how I get for respond, I not get for respond pan Creole, because it will just make the situation worse. But one particular girl been there, I want to go primary school. It don't aim me.
Oh, wow.
For a very, very long time. They were also going to the same secondary school, girls' secondary school.
Right.
Then we be the go class, but we need for change books for go to this class. So then they give we locker them. So I go na me locker for go exchange me book. As I put me hand through for take the book, now slam the locker in the mouth na me hand.
Whoa.
Where I say the woosa where I breathe first. That
Calm down. Calm down.
I was telling myself to calm down, but I did not calm down. We fought. I fought her.
Wow.
She didn't even expect it. I could see in her face, like, eh?
That was unexpected.
Yeah, she wasn't expecting
So,
it.
the Sierra Leonean in you just popped out.
I'm telling you, we fought and fought and fought until a teacher came and separated us, sent us to the principal in office. Go sit on the principal. They say, Brigitte, why? Brigitte, I'm not sabi you for this. You're not quiet person. You need to talk better. Why forfeit?
So
They
no,
call me
no.
Papa. They tell you, then call me Papa. I said, don't quietly, I'm not talking nothing. Say then resolve, waiting and need for resolve. What they gonna host now? I mean, Papa turned to me. And I say, well done.
I love that. I love
He
that.
say it's good for let you tin up for yourself.
Right.
Let you not make person like bully you for no reason.
Right.
And the TC not been get no reason except for racism, and they call me names and other things. So not to like for saying a big reason. So
Right.
it teach me say not to alter it for fat, but sometimes if person don't persist, because it be no. I don't dey tell and say, oh, this person they disturb me in school. You can tell me say just ignore them. But if this person don't they persist and now then come interrogate you, now then come with the first violence, then you should stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
So he was happy, but he said, don't do it again.
Don't do it.
I said, okay. So that's
that-
my experience.
Ah, that's really a good one. I always tell myself that, because half people I've heard stories about why people go there in especially in countries like England, in America, European countries, and they are bullied for simply their
being
skin tone.
black. Yep.
For just being black.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, had I been one of those children, trust me, I feel like I don't change past 50 school. Because I will literally fight you, even throughout my convent. Even throughout my convent. I think I have another experience as well. But even throughout my convent days, like, I used to wear white because I will weigh out what I'm doing. And if you're misusing your power. I think me and that girl, she was a prefect as well. And, you know, it's basically black shoes, you know, but you have extra activities, you know, so you can wear black sneakers. And for me, I'm mostly a tomboy, and I feel more comfortable wearing girly things. But, you know, the school structure, that's something I feel we need to have a conversation, because it doesn't allow a kids to be expressive or own who they are. Like, this is what you should go by. But you have certain occasions where probably you should allow them, which is sport activities. And Intersec was like a sport activity. So when we had this Intersec, and it was like, oh my God, we have like an opportunity now probably to wear sneakers. I was really excited at it because I had this really black sneakers. It was not necessarily white, it was black. So in technicality, it go with the required black shoe, but the only thing is mine was a sneaker, and they were very particular about wearing shoes. So we go into SEC, and we went to the stadium. Remember our stadium, not so in our school. We were literally at the stadium on the stands, because she was a prefect. I think probably she had some issues with me. Me, I don't even know, because we're in the same class, but I was not really paying attention to her, because I'm, like I said, growing up, I was very quiet, but you cannot cross my boundary, because you cross them, then I retaliate, and whatever you give me, I give it to you as well. So we did that stadium, and then she walked by and they looked at my shoe, and she's like, "Nakrepiwe, you need to take them off." I'm like, you know where we are? We're the National Stadium. I'm not taking this off. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, walk all the way to my house without sneakers? If not, take her to go call the teacher. I'm like, okay, go and call the teacher. And then you go call the teacher. Me thinking that, okay, the teacher would be more logical and be like, okay, this is not a school, and it's also a sport activity, so it's okay to wear sneakers. Plus, it's black, all black. There's no white involved. And then the teacher back comes is like, the prefect tell you, say, for pull the sneaker, you know, pull them. Me say pull them. Like, no, I'm not taking off my shoes. You want to embarrass me in front of thousands of people. Like, different schools are here. You want me to walk around this whole stadium. Like, how can you as a teacher normalize that? And he was like, no, you're talking back at me. You should not be. I'm like, I'm not talking back at you. I'm just making you see reasons as to how wrong or flawed what you're asking me to do. No, I should first of all take off the sneaker and the in olam, then me walk around like. And then at that point, what my dad used to say was just ringing in my head. Like, if you believe what you're doing is right, stand by it. I was like, no, I'm not taking off the sneaker. And he's like, if you're not taking off the sneaker, well, I'm taking you to the principal. I'm like, okay, take me to the principal. But there's no way you will make me take off my sneaker and walk from stadium, stand on this stand, walk all the way with all these people looking at me, how embarrassing and humiliating that is. Like, you want to reduce me literally to nothing. Like, how that's how you want for broke me spirit, you want for broke me soul to nothing. Walk all the way going to school, go to my front the principal just because you want to protect your ego. You want to I said, I'm not going to do that. Both of you can do your worst to me, but I'm not. And everybody was around me like, no, not teacher. I'm like, you don't know me. That was when I shut down. I didn't say anything anymore. Let's go. Sport activity, don't know if I'm like, cool. You're taking me. So sport activity, don't know for me and you. So let's go. And we went to the principal. And when we went to the principal, again, that's why for me, I feel like the educational system fails us. Instead of motivate most times they crush your spirit. Yeah. And for me, I'm thinking the principal will be somebody that will actually be more logical and reason out and this. And then when we got there, they didn't allow me to say anything, like explain my own part of the story. The teacher just went on, oh, she went off. She was yelling at me. She was doing this. She was doing this. And again, in my head, I'm like, first of all, I didn't even yell. I was just trying to explain my side of the story, but you not even allow me to say something and you expect me to embarrass myself. I am not going to do that. So the worst you can do right now is, one, send me home. But I'm not taking off my sneaker and going all the way to Wilkinson Road wearing just my socks. It's not happening. And my principal was like, so you're not taking off the sneaker? I'm like, I'm sorry, but I am not taking off the sneaker. I didn't wear it to school. I wear it to stadium. And it's a sport activity. But if you're asking me to take it off and embarrass myself, humiliate myself in that way, I am not going to do it. So whatever is it whatever punishment that you want to give me, I am going to go through that punishment. It was like, okay, well then, go. And the only way you're going to come back to school is bring your parent. I'm like, good. And I went home and I told my mom, I explained. My mom was like angry. And Fanta was like, okay, you know what, let's go. And let's go talk to the principal. And when Fanta got there, Fanta actually stood up for me and was like, no, as a principal, I have to see this. She didn't wear it to school. It's already a all black sneaker and it's acceptable when it's a sport activity. So if a prefect walks up to a fellow student and say, first of all, you need to look at the angle. Probably she has a personal vendetta, and she did because I think once me and I meet up lunch or something, and she said something, and I just ignored and totally I didn't say anything. She held that against me and was looking for a way to take that out on me. And the principal was like, well, when the teacher got involved, and we tried to make him understand, like, you cannot ask a child, you humiliate a child like that in front of everybody, but come to an understanding. And they were like, you are going to wear white for 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm cool with white. I'll wear it. By the end of the day, I stood by what I believed in. So I think, and I ended up wearing the white. And since then, I'm like, I'm cool. Me and the teacher, I'm like, I'm eyeing you for life. Me and you, I'm like, we have a beef. But it's good. I moved on from it. But what I liked about that experience that really stood out to me was I stood by what I believed in. I didn't allow somebody to bully me or humiliate me or reduce me or break my spirit. And that's one thing I hold on to. And that's the thing I basically want to teach everybody around me, and also me picking eventually what I'm like, stand by what you believe as long as you know it's the right thing, and not allow anybody to reduce you to a point where you don't even feel human anymore. And that's like, when I look at that, I'm like, if I have the opportunity, when I send me Pikingo school, I am going to be a gangster. I am going to be a gangster, like a literal gangster. There's no way you will humiliate my child like that. But that's a conversation with another. I think it's a sensitive topic.
It is.
It's a very sensitive when talking about the school structure. And, but there are so many things that are flawed with it. There's so many things that have been normalized, especially corporal punishments. And I'm glad you will discuss them the other day. But I feel like people need to stand by their values. It's important, as long as this is the right thing. And it's not harming anybody. It's not harming anybody. And it's your truth. Stand by it. It doesn't matter. You don't need to conform to please people. And, as a result of people conforming to others' ideas of who they are, that's why you see there is a rise in mental health issues, people feeling unworthy, people, the high rate of suicide and stuff like that. But, Ibrahim Sam from Kono. Good morning.
No, good morning.
Good morning.
Winchena.
Which end the chair?
Yes.
Well. So your contribution to the program this morning?
Yes, a very interesting topic. And what to do broad. Broad. Because we was take care from the childhood. Not funny. Because like me, I've been attending one school, St. Thomas, at King Tom. I've been attending, but a very stubborn person. But when we come back to seriousness, I can be serious back. Yes. So like we can get visitor in a class. Sometimes they call visit of a campus history. So I can bowl when they come, when they ask you question, the whole class. One man is don't call the see big sports cycle and nobody talk. But I'm making graph and stand up, talk. Yes. So they admire me. Yes. So they can supply. They give me some sheep. Yes. But this is what we waiting for see the enemy first in Pekin. So I'll be in one nursery school. I want one class gonna be nursery and I want class within the. But it was just me because it is all man to me patient, to me I put the commercial, on man the count to me, we play, we go up, we come on me and then another time for them. Yes. So one day the type of 5 minutes. So it's another go. We go set the team. So one day we go come on lunch no more. As we come on back home, push me. Like I will follow for the table. Well, look at let me set in the kitchen. If I second, you know, give me an I think Monday, I think all the Sunday, all the time. And all in the depends your Russia from fine. I didn't remain a little too million now. That's the children have seen the fence inside the children. The more serious, took which children by the first number, the fence took kind. Allah. What? I said to me, Allah, big then go call the administrator. So they say class master and go call. I call the administrator and come and talk and okay. They send me home. And me say, me, I know how we call about. They go suspend me for 1 week.
Wow.
Why go tell me, daddy say no, daddy too much. So go and go. So it's okay. Once young, I can call on and He said, "No, no more. You see, I'm talking about it. She don't let herself to me do herself. She don't. Then talk. Yes, well, we're not going to be 1 week, but we'll be on 3 days. We don't come to school. So, after that 2 days, we will get concert. We can get concert, and we don't give me past step already. I don't master myself. I don't study them. Yes. So like that 2 days, I don't go meet up the concert. Yeah. So now I tell me, Papa, I see well concert and the class master, they don't pick me as a fan of the person there on the concert. So I told them, go back and say, go talk to them, then they're waiting. They accept me back. So on the concert, they back, I don't dress fine. When I say, yeah, take me like who the Papa, like when they say, I know the Papa, and this guy, the Mama, this is the chicken, and this, I know you are part of the chicken. Yes. So, we find the guest now, is our room there. He jumps back. He say, me for being up together in kind of position, and for be the Papa, maybe the chicken.
Wow.
Yes. So, nothing. And not what we're in test 3. Then test 3, I'm master back. Enable. Yes. So, as the teacher come out, when he greet me back, he said, then if I'm call me for can do your performance. But if I'm fair, because I will throw get the main part them. But if I'm fair, then disqualify we. Yes. So from that, for that make, as the men around nobody, all seen on the new NR instant from the school. Yes. So then looking back, one other school back, St. Thomas. St. Thomas that, and about now, same stubborn as that, coming at the person, stubborn bad, me not twins. And we come back about the team, but we're not be doing playing the corner, maybe Keaton. Yeah. So we have been too stubborn. So from stubbornness now, they don't need to end.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
But we just want to make a disclaimer out there. We're not condone violence at all because, like you Papa been say, the step we take been too far.
Right.
But it good for like stand up for yourself if person they bully you, but you don't need to go harm the person.
Yeah.
Yes, that kind of way it's too extreme. Don't forget you're listening to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. If you want to call we and be part of the show, you can call we on 088 971 971. The topic for today now the first where you tin up for yourself against a fear we been get, against a bully, against a circumstance, against anything. Tell me no more. Because as life to go on, from where you small till you big, you get different instances there where you don't stand for yourself, where you don't tin up for yourself. And maybe sometimes some people don't even get idea about you. Right. Say you not go be this, you not go be this. But you stand for yourself and you say nothing, I need to listen to waiting and then they tell me. I then make sure say I achieve.
We don't get a caller, sorry. Good
Hello?
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Fine, thank you.
All right, that's great, man. I really love your show, man. I'm calling from Connaught District, man.
Okay.
Republic of Sierra Leone.
Thank you. Your name?
Yeah, man. I really love your program, I just monitoring it, I'm really impressed, but keep it up,
Thank you.
At the end of the day, you're going
to... From Connaughtnians. How do we even say that? Because you have Fritonians, and then what? McCanians. I'm just making it up.
I was just about to say McKenians and then you said it. So basically our brain is saying, I think Connaughtnians.
Just say it my way. It's so
Connaughtnians.
easy.
Yeah, with the accent. Connaughtnians.
Because that's how they Kono. When I tell you, how then they call you now? Because we get Fritonians, right?
Right, we get Fritonians.
We're not Fritonians. So now call we and tell we how then they call in that area.
Yeah, we represent.
So we get a few messages on Facebook.
Okay.
We get one from Bishop Thompson. They just give we hands up for say like well done.
Okay.
And then we get from Petros Dalton. They say love the songs. Fry is always on point. And then they say C hosts. And then we have one from Nello Bex Dumbuya. It said, do you know what our listeners love about us? It's everything. I love that voice. Radio Fry Nadi #1 radio for everyone. Good morning to my Kabbalah sister, Kamore.
Oh, good morning. I think we have another caller in the line. Let's take that call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you call from, please?
My name is Adi Baga. I call from Kono.
Connaughtnians. When Chena?
Yes. Chilichia.
Tasia Tama.
I remember I left the story when I did park.
You like
at the end of the day, at the end of the mission, we go to most we have in a good school.
Okay.
With the friends, they will go make one Kasara farm. So I'm even be the senior one among them.
Okay.
So they go with Kasara, they up the stone, don't go back and carry Panchama. At the end of the day, one of the get the Kasara when the Panamic hold. So he hold me. So she make a go point me company and not deny for points them. And not point someone panel and not good penalty. At the end of the day, they count me in the school and pull me and beat me and drive me in the school. Later, they are good big for me. At the end of the day, we big for me come back. We begin to say, so we will play teachers against students. And don't beat you, but season. But then they will play them, nobody put me inside. We got up a teacher and they call me Sardine. They study people so much. At the end of the day, so later I didn't change somebody and put me inside. We don't beat you too much. So myself, we got to make an inside. God show me talent and he says, show me your talent, Adam. We equalize from there, I score the winning goal. At the end of the day, I cut my teacher when I'm studying through his chair. So from the teacher, that game they don't. But any little, I later not little. They beat me for to go forward. We say, well, I ask guys in a late. Every choke was not late. Be able to go for that Kara, it was his chair. That's what I make it beat me for. So when I'm new story, I know we get.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, them be very resourceful. Kasada fam, it's not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all.
Thank you for your contribution from Kono. We don't enjoy your story indeed. And just like Camera they say, right? Some teachers them because of the status we then get,
right?
Think you want use then they misuse them power.
Right.
That's what it is. Misuse of power. Then they term that kind of behavior they. So they use you power where you get for do bad thing rather than for stand up for the right thing, which is what most speaking and they expect and from passing way big past them. They'll take the other caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. I mean, Ibrahim again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So like we talk with the people and see the corners. Because you know see now corner are only this between corner and the people in the back na corner.
Okay.
So you see the corners.
The corners.
The
okay.
corners.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So, yes.
Okay, so we have the Fritonians
We
and
have
we have
the
the Connors.
So
okay,
yes,
the next, una tell we one.
Before we can say Mechanians.
Mechanians. In case we they talking wrong, I will call we and tell we.
But I don't know how we call both people live.
Don't even ask me. Camera, do you want me to stumble on air?
No. But as you don't see, Ibrahim Sam of Kono don't tell we say na the Konos because that the only people they be say the tongue in them Kono and the language in them Kono.
Yes.
So it's only fitting that they say the Konos.
Indeed.
And for some reason we always get more participants from them. So people then from Freetown are begin represent.
Yes.
But we the wait for na Kenema, we the wait for na all around Freetown as long as you get Radio Fry 97.1. And in case you just join me, this is not the breakfast mix with me, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
The number is 088-971-971. Yourself can be part of a conversation this morning. You let yourself know the moments in time in your life where you say you stand up for yourself and say no. Enough is enough, because I think we need more of that, for stand by with truth, even though probably it might not go ahead with people. And I think that's another sensitive thing to say, but I think I just want to mention it. It's like I have had people say this most times, and it's basically foreigners like Sierra Leoneans, we happen to be the most, we have smart people in Sierra Leone, like smart, resourceful, creative, talented people. But the thing is, we find ourselves to be too timid. We're scared of standing up. We're scared of speaking up. We're scared of taking up space because we feel like we are not enough. So we rather just shy away and be a follower than a leader. But it's very, very important that we learn for stand up for ourselves. We learn up for take up space. We learn for say, okay, you know what? I am capable, I am enough, and I can do this. And we go ahead and achieve them. And you see, most times, I have never been to the diaspora, so I cannot vouch for that story. But then you say most times when Sierra Leoneans in the diaspora want to be recognized, I stand to be corrected, then can say, oh, I'm Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian, because they feel like they don't want to be associated. And most times when people meet Sierra Leoneans that are very much outstanding, outspoken, and, you know, confident, and they be like, are you Nigerian? I'm like,
No.
I've heard that a few times, like,
I have as well.
no, I am Sierra Leonean. Sierra Leonean, wow, this is the first time I'm meeting a Sierra Leonean that's very confident, I'm like, what do you mean? And then they go ahead and narrate and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, so now I get it. So please, that's why this program is so very much important.
Indeed. And you know, like we footballers, Leon Stars, we don't go play for we.
Yeah.
They're very, very much confident because self-esteem is very important for letting them play the game.
Right.
That's belief that, yes, we did make them, we did go through.
Yeah.
Even if we not win, but we get for win something.
Right.
That's boldness. It's good. And it'll drive the country in name for go far.
Right.
Just like you say, most of the time when people don't hear East Salon, it's like, oh yeah, that country we've been getting Ebola. Oh yeah, that country we've been getting war. But let's change the narrative. Let's stand up for we step.
No. I think so now when they talk about Salon, after this football, then they'll be like, oh, that country will actually draw with the defending champions Algeria.
Yeah.
That country actually equalized in the dying minute. Like that goal, that goal went viral on social media.
Yeah.
I was monitoring Twitter. We were trending at number 1.
Wow.
For hours and hours. Everybody around the world was tweeting about Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone.
So that's really great. But that would not have been attainable had our players not been confident in themselves or believe in themselves and be like, here, we belong here. Because even like the thing around Cote d'Ivoire, where they would go play that game, a lot of people had quite a lot of people were worried, and then when they talk say then go panic just now. They go panic just now. Like a lot of people were saying that.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, nah. If they're able to stand their ground against Algeria, trust me, they can do it with Cote d'Ivoire. And when the game start, I know, right? I thought they were like that. I'm like, oh my God, please don't let them panic. But then they started moving and then when they scored that one goal, equalizing goal, and they had that confidence, I was like, yes, that's it.
Indeed.
This space, we belong here.
Indeed. And even the BBC did a short video about the game that Sierra Leone played with Algeria.
Right.
And for them, where they're used to like scoring is either 2-1, whatever. There's always a winning side. And so they were confused as to why, like, and when it was a draw, people were like super excited. It's like, boy, it's just a draw. Right. It's like, but you don't know what that draw meant. If you know what that draw meant to the people, you will not be confused.
25 years.
Yes.
We have not made it to the AFCON, and we did, and everybody thought our first game was going to be our last game, and then we were playing against the defending champions.
Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing to say. I wish Mercury for don't pull statistics, but we had Sierra Leoneans that were not even confident in ourselves because we thought, defending champions, and they go beat you. But we draw.
Yes.
And then we play with Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
We draw again 2-2.
Yes.
Like, you know what that means? Like, I think we all need to learn from Leon Star. This is a teaching moment right there about the importance of being confident, taking up space, and believing in yourself, even when everybody think you're not.
And secondly to that, Musa Tumbo and his wife. So if the woman been stick to what people they talk about, then sometimes not gonna be that same loving wife, caring, responsible, respectful wife. Right. But he believe in himself, he believe in a man, he believe in God. Right. And he stick to that one day. And now where the benefits of what he do don't rip now. Now that's ending now. Yes, now that's ending now. And they say, oh yeah, look virtuous woman, look this, look that. Right. But when the woman be butu, when nobody know be the watch, where the woman butu for pray for a man, then they say, who's kind of woman this by way the butu so for pray and I grown. But she did it for a reason. Right. So it's all part of standing up for yourself. Standing by your truth. Yeah. And now people see that everybody has their own truth. Right. Everybody has their own way of dealing with stuff. You should not judge somebody. And how I don't prove to we say it's not fine for judge because sometimes it turn bad by you. Right. And it turn bad by the one they will talk against them. Right. Because God don't prove. Yeah. Prove say in a God. Yeah.
I think that's a clear definition of if you want for land say I for stand by me truth, which I believe say is real. I think Hawa Tumbo is like a good example of that. Yeah. Because of course a lot of people be like, hey, you will not catch me doing something like that. But a lot of people they ask me opinion on that. I'm like, first of all, she's not me. I am not her. I don't expect her to be me. nor will you expect me to be her. And you're not going to look at me for criticize her. There's no way I will stand wherever you want me to stand and criticize her, because that's our Tombo. That's her standing by her truth. That's her loving her man how she wants to love him. And if you have a problem with that, probably you need to sit back and ask yourself. That's you having a problem with yourself. That's her standing by her truth. That's her defending. And this is not the first time she has been defending him. This is not the first time she has been very open about supporting him.
Okay, would you receive another call?
Good morning.
Good morning, Radio Fry.
Good morning. Your name and where you call from, please?
Me and Lenny Dumbia are the call from McKinney.
Ooh, so what do you guys call yourself, McCanians?
I like this topic here.
Okay.
Yes, this topic stands for yourself now. Very good topic.
Yeah.
And when I be that topic, it draw me back to my school days. You know, I start school at age 13.
Wow.
So I just go class 3 direct, because I say, if I go class 1, class 2, na big problem for me. Because at that time, my own brother, I called him already the class 4. So I do want to try for overcome the shame, because when they make lines, I not want to go snap na the class 3 line, because maybe too big or too big. So I always they snap na the class 6 line that I can snap always. So one lady King Dindede, he always they pull me out of the line, because teacher look many do I don't snap na class 6, na class 3 day. Way big, so go na you class 3, go na you class 3 line. I tell her, I say no. I say no, you want snap? I say no, so then small picking. I say look me height. I say let me now go the snap. So make that understanding. But lady no things for understand me. Now I say okay, you go get what you want. So the other day now, I don't snap. He went to go pull me back na the class 6 line. I say now, yeah, today need to pull me now. So we fed na the devotion. We scatter the school. We scatter devotion. So the principal get for call me. He put me na front the devotion. He asked me what na my problem. Now I tell him, I say me are big. I say I too big for the class 3. I say now make I can snap na this class 6 line. I say but always this entity. I say they put me in this class. I say I the shame. So now the principal say, would I say can't school? I say now me safe. Would I pay for you? That's when they pay 1,000. Now be 2000. I start school 2002. I sit MPSC 2003. So I take 3 years primary school. So that they pay for you. I say now me safe. That's when they pay 1,000 euros. Yes, 1,000 euros. Then 1,000. So that they pay for you. I say now me safe. So that they buy book for you. I say now me safe. So automatic from that moment, the principal put a stop. Now the whole school now, say whosoever they provoke Neni Dumbia, take class 3 big bottle in the left the school.
Wow.
So from that time, people them picking the all now, they afraid me, then they provoke me again. So I become motivated. So if that thing would have picking me, they pull me out of that line. I not be stand for me safe. If I not next today, I not for don't go school. After they talk to una so, me na Bachelor of Science in Public Health. I graduated last year.
Congratulations.
I go to sister, then take me for Kabbalah, then tell me go free song. I go attend Vine, I attend Methodist Girls High School. So if that person be known, they put me in that line, I for be don't shame. Because I be they do well properly when they ready for go school. I always wait for the class 3, the bigger size then, so that when the worker, I no go see myself funny na the street. So they go, so they manage go snap na the class 6 line. So that lady always they pull me down, they pull me down, they pull me down. So until we fed, if I not be fed, I say okay, this because it can't for time I be the shame anyway. I look and say, I say me, I can't let for go school. But me just step mama be there. They motivate me always. Say go na school. I say, Tony I go. He say, no, not make you know. I say, mama, then they laugh me too much. I say, they say I'm too big. One day one picking come off free so. He call me and say, auntie na class 3 day. Now I say yes. Now I say, if na free so na from 3 for this one. We say I come on lunch. I no come na school again. I go sit on a house. So that mean mama dey. Let go make you so rest in peace. You don't listen. So go na school. So I let the last go na school. But when me and that lady first, when I stand, I say you don't go put me na this line today. Me and that lady first. It become the past. I become famous na the school, the teacher they make me. In fact, we ask go me 1,000 for go pay. They say, "Well, take her, go buy book." So you see, we need for stand for ourselves. There are some things nobody know how you dey feel. Like you get you feeling. So if you not stand on that moment, then they kill your dream.
Yeah.
So this radio, I really like una topics there, and always I dey participate. I believe, in fact, me pikin they call me Mama Fry Fry. As I put the radio onto, brother, Mama na Fry Fry, now don't put you now. Always in baby, always passing hot now. Before I connect and back that he told me. Now if I don't go na my office, na my phone, na I dey watch na Facebook. When me make I don't, so I get for lost the topic. I want to tell una thank you. And I want to say good morning to me Kabbalah sister Kamare. She's my Kabbalah sister.
Good morning. Yeah, we are resilient people. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm from Kabbalah. Yeah, I thank you so much for this motivational.
Wow.
At least we for stand for safe. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Oh my God, look at me getting emotional.
Indeed.
Wow.
I want to read some of the messages on Facebook so we can go through them quickly.
Okay.
Nello Bex Dumbia says, interesting topic. You are yourself and therefore you should know what is good for you and always stand to defend yourself. No one feels your emotions like your very self.
Right.
And then George Musa says, very interesting topic. I'm enjoying it from Freetown. And Yusuf Mosire Suma says, bonjour guys. The topic standing for yourself is really touching. Some of us came to realize how painful it is when we lost our parents. And he continues to say, in Sierra Leone, when standing up for yourself, you face a lot of constraints such as intimidation, harassment, uncomfortable life, and financial affordability. And Usman to say, real talk, 100%, and he claps.
Yeah.
And Yusuf Mosiri says, honestly, guys, standing for yourself sometimes needs someone standing by your side. A clear example is that of Hawa Tombo and Musa Tombo. Musa Tombo is trying to stand by himself, whilst having Hawa Tombo stand by him. True. And Yusuf says, I like the story of the lady from Makeni. It's really touching. And this lady called Tisha Kanu says, even in other countries, when you stand up for yourself, they see you as you don't have respect for others. I give an example at my workplace. When I stand up for myself, most of my colleagues intimidate me, etc. But I show them that I am from Sierra Leone. You cannot bully me. From senior nurse, I show them by standing for myself.
That Sierra Leonean spirit that you channeled.
I'm telling you. And we have from Memuna to Fofana, it say, wow, nice one. And Yusuf Mosire Suma say, inspiration and motivation count a lot when an individual is standing by him or herself. And then Memuna to Fofana also says real talk. And we have another new comment from Wilson Kwame.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you guys are doing fantastic. Keep it up. I won't be surprised. This program will be one of the most listened programs soon.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. Yeah, that's what we want, really, because this is a platform where we want to address, like we say, everyday reality. We want to connect with every single Sierra Leonean out there. We want to hear their story. We want to hear them, like share their stories and give them the platform so that they can be heard. And nobody will know for spending life just from one perspective.
Exactly.
And
you get the new generation to also learn from some of us that have already gone through the problems, because some tenant we know they actually hear from people them like their own story. Right. Not the problem. And when they hear other man in own story, it help you a lot for like you reason with yourself. Because sometimes you go through the same problem, you say, okay, so I not for keep quiet if person they bully me.
Right.
Okay, I for address them. Okay, I not for be violent.
Right.
I for try for just address the issue rather than you keep quiet. Like the lady from McKinney say, if it not been talk, the degree where you don't earn.
For Anam.
Exactly, because if you just don't keep quiet and just stay in a corner, but you not do that. It makes you say stand up for himself, and today gladly but we stand up for himself. And I sure say that person will be the bully go regret from the day when the principal and another learning curve down there, because we'll also be the explain about misuse of power, right? But in your principal actually take charge the right way how it's supposed for, and it protects it protects the Pekin.
Right.
And now it give the Pekin extra confidence.
For go school.
Yes, for going to class now and then boost in confidence even extra where they carry it in school feel and they tell and say no lefa. Because they understand in story.
Right.
They don't tell them say no, now me they pay for myself. Forget that motivation for pay for yourself. It's not
Right.
easy.
As now.
We receive another call.
Musa Ibrahim Sam again from Kono.
Yes, Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibrahim, your contribution.
Yes. I think I still baffled like from the conversation with it. I don't know if you like the first time we begin responsible for each other, when you don't stand up for each other, or the first time we don't get that idea of like who are the talking, like we want to bully you or like we grab up with someone that is just really different. I don't know. It's like you want to stand up for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we go explain. And now when you want to stand up for yourself, like
In
where
all
somebody
context.
in all context, you can be like what yourself just explain you earlier where you say we first say you begin stand up for yourself now where you now go make that casada farm. That's a really good one. That's you taking responsibility. And as well when you stand up for yourself against somebody where want intimidate you, bully you over, something where say na the right thing. So we they talk about all them one and day.
Okay. We like we experience we are no but like we tell me what the human knows yes I don't get sense. When all our kindergarten stage like the I don't get sense. First stand up for myself. Now I want to discuss more no more.
Okay.
When they have to go school, but look I get it no we do computer na IT man. They do software, they do hardware. So like why be the common school? I go there and watch am when they do the software and the hardware.
Okay.
All time before me. Yes. So we can meet up now and next time for we see to us. We then count for I don't know if you remember them send them the that's the first four before you see to us. And every day I don't go school, I don't get now because every day we go school, we go far, we come up home, tell you to go all the way as a boys. By foot. Yeah, every day they go 500 loans paper for lunch, only 200 loans. And then they big money than
I tell you.
Yeah, I don't remember everything. The 500 people in deal.
I tell you.
So now we go now school, but like now we don't get now. So I don't glad you're so now. I don't just get the see to us. So as a leader requirement, I hope you call it. So all of a sudden, I can't tell you no now. I said for now. And for we go to 4.6.
Right.
I know we can be a gym. Yes, and then we can be a and then I don't impregnate because woman so I can say no I need for responsibility for my family. Yes, so I can't join my uncle. That the land by what they do so. So but maybe successfully for me I really understand the software because the hardware is too much. They could use the computer all for couple of can. I think I'm big, so I focus on the software more. On the software. So I think the more I experience what I come on myself. I want me first to do no more take responsibility. I'm not going to mama say I want to know mama taking this, I do papa taking this. So maybe don't be surprised. The thing is now I need to come. What's happening? Today I'm not coming today. So no me talk. He say if I'm not going today. I say no mommy. No, take care of this one. And I'll be back. I will say something. But now I'm going to go shopping and so I'm be proud of me. That I say. So now the first thing I never be stand up for myself as a man.
Thank you very much for that contribution.
Thank you very much.
Yes, like they say, all man in story different from childhood to go adulthood.
Right.
We want to go on a short music break, and when we come back, you can continue for call we on 088 971 971 088 971 971. This is the Breakfast Mix on Radio Fry Fry.
Yeah, Mix Plus. Now there's free data in the mix for you, plus voice and SMS. Get free 45 megabytes, 150 SMS, and 3 minutes talk time daily for 1,990 leons. 110 megabytes, 250 SMS, and 5 minutes talk time daily for 2,990 leons only. Dial *99 hash to choose from your preferred official Ya Mix Plus bundle. Ya Mix Plus. We mix it. You use it. Terms and conditions apply. To know more, call 111.
AfriCell, Norway Network.
Yeah! Radio Fry Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown. Bo, McKinney, Connor, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with the breakfast show 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful camera and the elegant Brigitte. 10 the drive, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry Fry 2022. We go visual.
Yo, talk, we listen on Fry Fry Radio.
Danny Beats Classic. City's life with a leaf song. Now by grace with a break home. You gon' make calm when the time come. Pull you temper. City's life, we no fake. Now by grace with a break. You gon' make calm when the time come. Pull you temper. Don't be a hater. Life na jeje. We no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. Life na jeje. We no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. Some man tend no pass, some man tend no reach, some man tend no carry so patient and wait. The secret formula to success na faith. Hard work, focus na process so wait. All job getting days. Seda for the other hard work get for pain. No for me like DA unlock no be same. Are you one get where you no conquer the pain? Look for me watch, timeless. Money making for me mindset. Take every chance even the slightest. Skyscraper life I will live until the highest life. We no fake, now by grace we dey pray. You gon' make calm when the time come. Pull you temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. One step at a time, you must reach. Use your 8 sketchy muscle till it gets rich. Work hard and put the bank now you pocket. Slow down, no shortcut profit. You see the patient, them patient for what's the task. Rub, take it taste sweet. Watch, you see the patient where tortoise get for waka. Slow, take it grow big. Life not too sweet like a that. Too rough, not smooth like a that. You for be a living proof of your past. You not bomb. With the 10 reach, you go black. This life, we no fake. Now by grace, we dey pray. You go make calm when the time come. Pull your temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. You know where we walk a 1 mile if you step na me shoe, but I still get the courage and perfect all the moves. Cause them they expect me for lose, but I go against all odds, so now they respect me for good. Man they grind, man they walk. I know I'm much better. Man get hope. Even if the hurdle high, man go jump. No matter how you hustle, hard man go cope. Cause life not too sweet like a that. Too rough, not smooth like a that. You for be a living proof of your past. You not bomb. With the 10 reach, you go black. This life, we no fake. Now by grace, we dey pray. You go make calm when the 10 come. Pull you temper, don't be a hater. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better. Life na jeje, we no go die power. Seda. We know say we must better.
This life is not easy. Small. Money no day today. It go day tomorrow. Your plans no work today. It go work tomorrow. Brother, I I know say you the feel sad, oh. I know say things are really bad, oh. But this one go surely pass, oh, away, away. One day we go smile up the face. As long as you leave, everything will better. Everything will better. Hey, we go party together. Keep you ready. Everything will better. One day, we go party together. One day, everything will better. One day, we go party together forever. To the dip, put your hands up. To the dip, put your hands up. To the dip, tonight, you party. We know they call nobody party. Tonight, you party. We know they call nobody party. Listen, we go rise, we go shine, we go come back strong, hold tight. It go hard sometimes. Keep your head up, brother, hold tight. What in God don't keep for you, you don't know, yeah. Tell thank you for keep you safe from trouble, yeah. No day today, it go day tomorrow. Your plans not work today, it go work tomorrow. Brother, I know say you don't feel sad, oh. I know say things are really bad, oh. But this one go surely pass, oh, away, away. One day we go smile up the face. As long as you leave, everything will better. Everything will better. Hey, we go party together. Keep you ready. Everything will better. One day, we go party together. One day, everything will better. One day, we go party together forever. To the dip, put your hands up. To the dip, put your hands up. To the dip, tonight you party. We know they call nobody party. Tonight you party. We know they call nobody parties, yeah. Alright, yeah. I know you got it. La 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 la. Oh yeah. Let's try some beat.
Now that, now the woman the police. I tell yourself, you see my love is here to stay. I'm not gonna run away. Baby, you mean this world to me. Making you feel till I sabi talk. Waiting I to tell you all not true. Baby, not for you I go cry for. Only you I go die for. Anything you want I go sponsor. Not only you me don't fall for. Baby, not for you I go cry for. Not for only you I go die for. Anything you want I go sponsor. Not only you me don't fall for. Now you they make me love they go. One kind way. You the feeling for me. One kind way. You sabi make me love they go. One kind way. You sabi jiggy jaga me. One kind way. This baby wicked and bad. It they make her go mad. Entertainment.
Baby oh, only you dey my mind. Now only you are the thing, but every day and night. Other girls smelling come out, and I me do more. Now only you I want, eh. Baby girl, you the finest. You know you the baddest, and you know say I correct. Famous get connect, eh. Sawale, 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 sawale. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna love you to go every day, love you. yeah. You let me know juju. Baby, you don't beat me medication. Cause without you, I cannot breathe. Without you, I cannot leave it. You driving me crazy, one and only. Without you, I'm lonely, baby. Sawale, 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 sawale. Obi mo, sawale, 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 sawale. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna love you to go every day, love you to go, yeah. Other girls may they come out, and I me do more. Now only you I want, eh. Baby girl, you the finest. You know you the baddest. And you know say I correct. Famous gets connect, eh. You driving me crazy, one and only. Without you I'm lonely, baby. Sawale, 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 sawale. Obi mo, sawale, 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 sawale. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna carry you go far away, far away. I wanna love you to go every day, love you to go, yeah. You know I love to love you, girl. I love to love you, girl. I love to love you, girl. You know I love to love you, girl. Say you the sweet me, sugar good.
I'm Petros. Yeah. Come, let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs we used to sing. Come, let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs that made us smile. Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. Hey, how would you are? Twinkle, twinkle, little stars. Hey, how would you are? Come, let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs we used to sing. Yeah, come, let's sing them funny songs. Hey, funny songs that made us laugh. You know, I went to school and our uniform was brown, and I don't know if this was the school song, but it's pretty funny. I don't make sense out of it. It says, we are going inside the brown, going inside the brown, brown, brown. We are going inside the brown, brown, brown. We are marching for the army, army marching for the teacher, teacher marching for the school. Always, we are marching for school, always. Come, let's sing them funny songs, funny songs that made us laugh. Three blind mice, see how they run. They all run after a farmer's wife. They cut off their tail with a thing in a knife. You ever seen such a thing in your life? Three blind mice. Hey, a letter, hey. A letter, calmuleta. A letter, calmuleta. I'm in bush, hey, tomorrow, payday, Sunday, fly soup. Come, let's sing them funny songs, funny songs we used to sing. Come, let's sing them funny songs, funny songs that made us laugh. Ha! Jagger J Skymer, J Skymer, J Skymer, J Skymer. Jagger J Skymer. Say below low, kai below low. Ah, bless, God, I don't know, I can't remember these things again. Say, me Jamzilele, he write me letter, he gonna market. He want talk to me, but Jams no day. Hey, come let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs we used to sing. Come let's sing them funny songs. Hey, funny songs that made us laugh. Come let's sing them happy songs. Yeah, happy songs we used to sing. Come let's sing them happy songs. Yeah, happy songs we used to sing. Go back to everybody, tell me the truth. Go back to everybody, tell me the truth. Go back to. Go back to everybody, tell me the truth. Go back to everybody, tell me the truth. Go back to everybody, tell me the truth. Everybody, tell me the truth. I say, come let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs we used to sing. Come let's sing them funny songs. Funny songs that made us laugh.
This is the Breakfast Mix on Radio Fry Fry 97.1 FM.
You know what listeners like about our station? It's everything. Yeah! Radio Fry Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown. Bo, McKinney, Connor, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with the breakfast show 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful camera and the elegant Brigitte. Then the drive 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry Fry 2022. We go visual.
You talk with a listen on Fry Fry Radio.
You are just joining us. This is Radio Fry Fry on 97.1. The Breakfast Mix with me, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton Sisay.
And yes, today's topic is first time standing up for yourself. And we have been having that conversation from 9 a.m.
Yes.
And it's now 10:35. So we have a couple of more minutes before we can say goodbye.
Yes.
But we still have time, so you can join us and be part of the conversation.
This person is really ready.
It's Mr. Smith.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
good morning.
Morning. How are you, baby?
Fine.
Today's show, I don't have another lot for contribute, but just one for say, I want to say somebody, because I stand for myself, then say I get my hand. That's the thing about you know.
Right.
When you typical example, I'm a job. The last job I've been get, I actually love to work with women because I'm a feminist. The boss not a woman, so I expect them so much. But there come a time, if they talk we down, now the office, talk everybody down, tell them people that say, man, you can't meet with it. People don't know their work. So I was like, okay, we don't know work. What would you do for them to know we work? Not for build capacity, keep for the service, but they give results. One they talk on a meeting, broad one, everybody was down, but nobody no one talk. Now I say, come on. You answer, no, go to the next topic. Now I say, no, please. Please, ma. I think as a boss, if you think you can, you notice a team weak, you get for identify the capacity building gaps and try for build them up. But if you're always saying we're not capable, it's saying something that you yourself not capable, because if you're able to identify the gaps, if you're able to suggest possible ways, I say, they demotivate the team. I said, this team have been here for more than a year. So that's the last thing the team wants for him. Oh, man, be shocked at the meeting. But after that, guess what? She was quick to say apologies. I'm not being from now all. I've been just reply for point out one person. I said, well, just say so next time. But when you make a statement like this, that's fine. So from that point to begin, me becoming target. Well, from one thing led to the other, that's another story. But that's it about Salone, eh?
I know, right?
When you stand for yourself, people say you get down or you make like you sabi. So
yes.
It's a nice show. Continue with the topic, and I wish you a great day, ladies.
Thank you so much. Indeed, some of the things that he has mentioned resonates with me as well.
Yeah.
Because while first scan and Salone, I begin walk. Let's take the other caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, we don't lost our caller day.
Yes. So, why I begin working at Salone, some of the things that I been get for learn about the working space. So when you stand up for yourself, then they tell you say either you get nan or they make too much sabi,
right.
like how Mr. Smith be they explain. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I think this person will get difficulty for connect, but you got to continue for make the call. Eventually, go succeed.
So we reach one point where somebody will do something wrong, and Nami pick up the wrong in the first place,
right.
And I tell me boss about waiting they go on. The person threatened me and tell me say if I talk, I'd lose my job. So I said, well, I'd rather say the truth than for allow you for do what you about for do we go make all of we suffer.
Right.
So in all belief say I go talk him. So I talk I say okay, I dey wait now for that lost me job. But that did not happen at all. Of course, my boss appreciates the fact that I whistle blow, I bring something up. Because that's the other thing. Where you they talk, some man can say you Congosa. Not to Congosa. If you they bring something up, we're very, very salient or very, very important. It's called whistleblowing.
Right.
Because it's something that can protect all of us.
Right.
If you not talk then we all get for be affected by
Yeah, I think that's very, 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 very important. And when we talk about standing up for oneself, it's not really limited to just your experience in primary or school or waiting
in adulthood as well.
In adulthood as well. And Mr. Smith says a very salient point, just like you said. We get the culture of shutting up people, especially when they like speaking up or standing up for themselves in different occasions, you know. And I think that's something we really need for stop. I think that's what makes people actually not say anything, and a highlight of waiting Abidi say earlier, because if a person feel like, even if I stand by my truth or stand up for myself, at the end of the day, they're going to have consequences. And those consequences are going to probably affect my means of livelihood, my source of survival. So, you know, may I just continue for the label and stuff. And that culture, they for short people, them up or try to feel like they're not enough. I think we experience in every aspect of life. And I think the most vulnerable group, not being sexist or anything, I think not woman then, especially when we try to speak up about abuses, when it comes to physical, mental, psychological, or whatever type of abuse that we start for speak up about. The first thing you do is you sure say not to, but now you they talk, or you understand, but waiting like there is this culture of shutting up people when they want to stand up for themselves or speak their truth. I think that's the effect we also. If you're not posting, we don't experience any one of this. Please join me on 088-971-971 and share your story. You know, also people that know probably somebody they listen right now and they go through waiting
with a discussion right now.
But I think we got a couple of messages on Facebook.
We do. We have
reunion they can take place all.
We have comment from Yusuf Mosire Suma. I say I like the looks of both of you. Interesting. It's because of the way you're doing your fry. Will they do fry well, eh?
Will they cook now we've been making fry.
Yes, indeed. And we get one from Salema to Tonkara. They say you guys are doing great. We need to stand up for ourselves or yourself.
Yeah.
Then Eddie Grant says, Tisha Kanu, wow, you're here too. Good morning and welcome.
Aww.
And then Tisha says, Eddie Grant, yes, I am here. Oh. Good morning to you too and Happy New Year. There's some sort of, I don't know, there's a connection going on.
Yeah. It's okay.
Not okay?
No, it's okay.
Okay, no, that's fine. And Eddie Grant says, same to you, thanks. And then Edward Esmara says, hey guys, greetings from Philadelphia. Last female caller from Kabbalah was inspirational. My heart goes out to her and all the women of Sierra Leone. Standing up for yourself is the only way out. I'm looking forward to seeing women taking charge of affairs in Sierra Leone, both in parliament and the seats of power. All this possible if the women of Sierra Leone could stand up for themselves, support each other, and challenge the status quo.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you very much.
I think it just reaffirmed what Isabel tried to say earlier, the importance and the value of speaking up It's very, very, very important. It's just not limited to childhood. Say you childhood bully, you stand up for it. It can be even in your adult life.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe let for shy way. And then maybe like the one thing waking actually pissed me off. Like I go into this mood where I practically shut down and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let it flow. It's when people say, may God fight for me. Let we left hand to God now, so it for be. I'm like, no.
Not always.
Not all the time. I mean, God was so... Get a caller. Sorry if you cut me talk me though. Good morning. Oh, the same person this guy for say. I think that's why God was so kind enough for give us free will and give us a brain for able to distinguish what is right and what is wrong. And now because he knows say not to every single time he go able for calm down directly and for calm, that's why he give you the strength, the willpower for able to say no, this is wrong and this is right. So you cannot sit down and waiting for God for can't see man before you. Sometimes you literally have to take those things because God already bestow upon you the power. Say okay, this is this. Speak up on this. But you cannot have somebody literally like reducing you to nothing and you're just standing there. Wait. No, I'm like, no, that's not what God says. I know God.
And actually in the Bible, if you look at when Jesus was around, reach where the devil go tempt and say, you know to God in picking now for just jump, go down, the angel then go catch you.
Right.
And he said, no, you know they tempt God. So just because God they no mean say I for just go jump and you they tell me say angel then go catch me. So now the same situation you they try for explain.
So you know kind of say past God come up he can. Sometimes it's not even like with him. We know that God is there.
Yeah.
But that make it give you some it taking time. That's why sometimes I feel like
hello? Able. This person really want to talk. But we're not able to hear you at all if it gets we from the radio.
I think sometimes people like, that's why I'm happy where we have this and you tend to incorporate Bible verses in it. And so many people are able to understand really. Because when God said, I don't know whose verse Sunday, I'm just picking off my head, let's create man in our image and likeness. God is basically making you in his image. That means he don't give you the power, right? For do things on your own as well.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
You give me an side to come from.
Matilda from Makini.
Okay.
My only experience now we are the junior school.
Okay.
My parents were the kids. When I'm first year in junior school, in the day convent first, but in repeat, so you go the school where I go.
Okay.
So me and the friends. But every time I go with my lunch, in the same moment, not get lunch. Every day. Now me over the eat. Later I go eat only once. There we go from 2, the same thing they repeat. We go from 3. The same thing they repeat every day instead of not their lunch. So where we go now from 3 and go pick one guy. I mean they send to the guy they send me to over. So someday the guy they get like 10,000 same as his lunch.
Okay.
We are go there and they pull and make me eat. And they stay and they go to an house then and not cook then this then that. And they go with the money and they give me back. If I say, well, more if the money are passes, and go say, well, you go lend me like 2,000, the next day I go get them back. So now, so we do maybe I can't get it. I say, well, listen, what's not going to be later? Even if you do bad now, not every day they're not going to give lunch. Now, so okay, maybe I can keep the lunch. Maybe they come up 4:30 to become a Beckett class. So maybe I can keep me lunch. Maybe I keep the lunch. Nobody needs to say 4:30.
Wow.
And after 1 week complete, and we keep pulling my lunch, maybe I can pull the lunch for the kids. So 10 and my party, we don't.
Oh, that's a good experience.
Yes, sorry that your credit ended, but don't forget you can call us on 088-971-971. Even on WhatsApp, we'll answer your call. Yeah. Send us a text message. We're still fine with that. We don't have a problem.
I think I was struggling with the Bible verse. Yes. And Edward S. Maramili Easy is Genesis 1 verse 26. He says, so, and God said, let's make man in our image and our likeness. So that statement for me really stood out to me, because that means God actually take in time for make me in an image. It gave me the power to take charge of my own existence. I don't think people realize how powerful that is.
Yeah.
God actually give, they not only do that, they give you the power of free will.
Yeah.
Like go and do exactly what you want. So you as a human, not go to sit down, they wait, make God self come on, calm. And my mama can always say, God, they help you, but not so in the way you feel say they help you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they help you through person. Sometimes they help you through picking something, putting something in your head. Like it just sparks as an idea. You go, boom, 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 and you wonder where that comes from. That is God talking to you there. People don't pay attention to this. So when people say, you see somebody literally being molested, reduced to nothing, instead of standing up or speaking up for themselves, hey, man, we left. That's why I say, hey. God is busy. That's why I tell people, Marcus, they don't say that. I'm like, no, but we have to realize that you cannot just put so much on God while God already don't give you the power already for defend yourself, for take care of yourself. You don't understand. So that's why it's important for they read, not just because we want for read, but make we understand. But then again, we get a school system for blame for that because here it's most times it's not common knowledge. It's not basic knowledge. It's like, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Kamara going to the market. So they're not telling you to use your logic. If they ask you where are Mr. and Mrs. Kamara going, they don't ask you why are they going to the market.
Exactly.
They ask you what are they doing. So you have to give them exactly back. Oh, they are going to the market. But there's no question as to why are they going to the market.
Exactly.
Why is Mr. Kamara a taxi driver and why is Mrs. Kamara a housewife? You understand? They don't ask you this question. It's just like read, cram, and give me exactly. But so at the end of the day, you see people, even when they show up to work in their workplace, they not the same thing. It's just like give me and I photocopy and back at you, and that's there's no logical analyzing and putting it down. I even experienced that when I was going to school, and with this book, I really like that book. Things Fall Apart, and for me, I learned a lot from that book. And that's book that taught me about mental health, and in the parts of Okonkwo, right? Okonkwo was somebody that struggled with that was struggling with mentally from a child as a child, and say issues, so depression, anxiety issues, imposter syndrome, because he thought he was not good enough, so he was always trying to prove himself. And when then going that way, come out exile, where he come back and he realized everything as he knew was gone. He fall into a deep state of depression, became suicidal, and eventually killed himself. And then they asked me this question, why did Okonkwo kill himself? And then I answered this question logically, from what I understand, like he was suffering from a dysteria, blah, 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 blah. I failed that test because I didn't give why, like the textbook of because I gave the why, my own understanding, my own going into there. But at the end of the day, I didn't let that stop me. I continue reading because I realized that the issue that the author Chinua Achebe is trying to say is a lot bigger than what we're just reading from the text. And every message, every poem has a message that they're trying to send. And if we pay attention to this, and this is applicable to as well to religious books, when we read them, we need to look at not just waiting they write, God created man. Oh, God created man is only man. Like, okay, you're done. But then you have to look at it in depth. Waiting than they mean. God taking time for creating we in his own image and likeness. Creating us in his own image and likeness, meaning giving us the power to take charge of our own existence.
Exactly.
So please.
And like you say, we God na God of free will.
Right.
The same way I bring you can at the wall, it still allow you for choose whether you follow him or you not follow him, and not to by force.
And they even kill you.
They tell you it's still they give you the same opportunity whether you follow him or you not follow him, until you choose and understand. Say yes, there is a God. And like you say, sometimes yes, the way how God they walk alongside waiting you want for do. God also get your own plan for you, where na things for prosper you, for better you, and not get bad plan for you. But most of the time, you self need for you need for reason out, like Camry they say, just sit on quiet one, you go miss out on opportunities.
Right.
Like for example, where we they do the interviews for Radio Fry. We meet one woman where in self-esteem been so low because for so long it feels to say get knowledge. It come for the interview, it begin panic. It panicked, it not even able to answer simple questions.
Wow.
And we'll tell and say, now for calm down, don't worry, you're good. For like you can this stage, in fact, means that you don't triumph, whatever you they feel. And we sit down now the interview, we'll begin ask and say, okay, well, tell me what's in there now you mind. You say, well, first of all, in a single parent, and before they can, then we don't tell and say, how, get for better, get forget the work, blah blah. So it already done mentally the process done there over and over and over again. Till he missed the opportunity. We talked to him for 2 hours. They try to get for let just answer the question. You're not able to answer the question. So if you not take charge and stand up for yourself and say, it's it no matter
Right.
Waiting and don't tell me. No matter if they tell me say I'm stupid or I don't get sense, I don't get knowledge, I don't get this. What I say I they do am.
Thank you.
You strength they come and the motivation they come and you find all means forget that one they done. And that's the most important life lesson you can ever have.
Right.
For tell yourself say no, I able do am. Like camera they say, God make me in your own image.
Right.
He give me the tools, the capability for that do one. I feel like just do one no more. Just try. You don't go die for just try.
No.
You just need for try. So someone can afraid for try.
Oh yeah.
And you're not afraid for try. So if you want to be part of the conversation, you can call me on 088 971 971 to be part of the show. You can text us, WhatsApp us, call us, send us a message, send us a comment under our Facebook page. You know, we're here, willing to listen to you. We have a comment from It's Prosper K Banks on Facebook. He says, "Hey Fry, the topic is wow. Thank you very much." And Tish, what are we getting a call?
We get a call, yes. Good morning.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
Tisha Kanu says, "I think this topic should repeat every week. Most of our brothers and sisters are not able to stand up for themselves, especially when you live in Sierra Leone." And Jallo says, "This topic is hot. I love this morning. I love this show. Good morning, Radio Fry from McKinney."
We got representative down from McKinney.
Yes, but when they call we, please, I beg, tell we, you know, Fritonian, Deaconals, McKenians. Bo can listen. I'm not there for venture.
No, we're not. We're not even think about them. We're not even think about them because I think that they're gonna go call and sue. If they sue, then get me right.
Now other language you go end up.
Not going up. So we're not even try myself, but it's really important. And as always, we just get a few more minutes. Sadly, we just get
9 minutes.
9 minutes more and until we say goodbye. But 9 minutes now, a lot can happen in 9 minutes. And you can join me on 088-971-971. This is not the breakfast mix with me, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
We done there from 9 o'clock.
Yes.
We just get a few more minutes until 11 o'clock. But no worry if you don't miss today on show. We're there every Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we talk about everyday reality, every day now this we show. And your own contribution very, very, very important to we. So now for make sure you join we and be part of we program. And today your topic, now standing up for yourself and the importance of it and why we need them now a country like ours, because we're not like, are you kidding? Sierra Leoneans are so smart
and resilient. And we're actually resilient people.
Oh yeah.
We're very, very strong.
Right.
Yes. And you really talk about we're getting a caller.
We're getting a caller.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. How this morning?
Fine, thank you. Your name and outside the call from, please.
My name is Mary.
Okay. You the call from Usai?
I listen to the program.
Okay. What's your contribution?
Well, anyway, the contribution, the time I feel more, it was so strong by itself. It was good. Thank you well, get your body. Every morning, you will hope. And we stand the righteousness. Yes, one day they look and anytime we don't talk.
That's true.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much. I can like woman in the join winner the show.
Yeah.
I can go, hey. I think the man then they see the excitement. When I saw you, not they see the excitement.
No, it's fine for let woman themselves talk. You know, it's part of what we're talking about. Standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be able to voice out, even if you don't get direct hands on for make a change on anything.
Right.
The discourse, the talk or the talk, they help.
Right.
It help you for reason out. They help you for make better decisions. So it's important for the woman that we're not used for talk. I beg. When I call we.
Right.
When I talk. Look what to see there.
When they talk.
I tell you, will they give you motivation, encouragement every day. For sure say yes. Where you educated, where you sabi talk, if now you skill, you they able do them.
Right.
You don't need person for tell you say no, you shouldn't, you should be here, you should be there. No. We're not vouch to that. We in our Radio Fry would encourage everybody. We're not judgmental. It no matter how small your story small. We want to listen to you. We want to hear your story. And we want to let somebody else hear your story. Because if I will hear your story from people that will not sabi, than from the usual people that would
because
the influential one. Then it don't tell we don't hear then and they talk boku. So now una own chance for talk now make we there Radio Fry. So all of the topics that they talk about now everyday reality. We want to know. We don't begin from different topics there. And today we on topic now the first thing we tin up for yourself, whether not from childhood or teenagehood or to adulthood or one know. Because the circumstances, they're all very, very different. The other day, they tell you about me past relationship before I married, where I stand up for myself, say, no, I know they stand for a bad relationship.
No.
I know they stand for somebody where they abuse me emotionally.
Right.
I know they stand for person want to get me time.
Right.
I know they stand for person where all say, they quit on me.
Right.
I make up my mind. And a good thing what I do, because now I reap the benefits of the decision what I make.
Right.
Just like we call her from Kabbalah, we say, okay, I don't say I don't big pass the class war for day.
Right.
But I don't make the decision, say, I want to go school.
Right.
I want better myself. I want to get a future. And now that day, it focus on all the days of in life. So even with bully the kind side, yes, you get way for deal with certain issues. And for in your age, the way how he deal with her, and I forgotten up to the one the way, then all not the same size.
Right.
But it still not defeats the purpose of the reason why it goes school.
Right.
Where now it no matter whose age at the start, but at the start school and I get for done school. And most people we don't listen to the show today are so proud of her.
Right.
To say that, you know what, your story is very, very touching, it's very impacting, and we self don't learn from your story. So we want to tell you thank you where you call we today and tell we about your own situation. Because you see, you don't motivate somebody out there because then they write to you.
Right.
They don't tell you, say then like your story. So now good thing what they do.
Speaking up and taking up space and standing up for yourself. That these are key things with everybody. And I think these now, as a parent as well, these are values that you need for instill in your picking, because the world out there is really, really harsh.
Yeah.
And we're going to Mr. Alban Smith being talk say, even when he stood up for himself at work, at the end of the day, he had the repercussion, the consequences, because people get scared of people where they know who they are, what they're about. And the best way they can, the mechanism where they can resort to for able to put you under control is intimidation. But if you now as a parent don't instill these values in your picking for us, when they grow up for a very long time, trust me, it could be hard for making them become a conformist, because conforming is losing your value, losing who you are, and conforming to somebody else's idea of who you should be. And that's not something we're not done there for the world. For make the world go before, me as a whole. Push go before. We need people that will be say, okay, these are the values I want to hold on to. These are the values I want to instill in others, not just myself. These are the values. It doesn't matter what kind of intimidation I'm facing. I don't need to conform. If we get so many people of that caliber in our society, then the change when we want, we go see I'm actually being actualized in our society. But the reality is, it's really sad. People don't speak up. They're going to just say, let me left and give God. But then again, that's why God gave us the power to speak up. God not going for come up yonder in white, on a stallion, they come, they say,
if you can't know a problem,
this man make him so. Or you can't tell me, say, Kamare, now so if I do A and B, Digita, now so if I do this. No, he doesn't do that. That's why he gave you brain. He indirectly, poke ideas them. So if you don't put thought, if you're in a room full of people and you notice something is going on and the person being intimidated probably is unable to speak up for themselves, and you can, it's a responsibility that falls on your shoulder to say, hey, this is not right. I am going to speak up. That's God walking directly through you. People need to understand where God is speaking to them. Indeed. That's why people pray and be like, oh no, God to talk to me. God doesn't talk to you. God doesn't talk to you like how they can't talk to you. Like I did me na radio. So he doesn't do that. He speaks to you indirectly. But the thing is, you have to listen. You have to be able to decipher the voice of God and when he's speaking to you. If you only you listen and then you understand and then you can able to do God in your work. And when some people like if you say, then he say, where pastor can say, oh, I heard the word of God. Then if you say, Bobo, you see God in direct line. Yeah, he does. We all do. The thing is, they listen. We don't.
Yeah.
That's the huge difference.
Indeed. And we've come to the end of the show. Unfortunately, Camera is not happy about this. But I want to read one, two quotes actually.
Okay.
From Maya Angelou, now actress from long time ago. But if you see him face, All man Sabian. Trust me. Just type Maya Angelou. And she was somebody who was very inspirational, especially to women, because of all the struggles that he go through. He end up for live a very good life to a very ripe age.
Right.
And it motivates everybody where they around them. And one of the things that we say is I not only have the right to stand up for myself, but I have the responsibility. I can't ask somebody else to stand up for me if I won't stand up for myself. And once you stand up for yourself, you'd be surprised that people say, can I help you?
Right.
Can I be of help?
Right.
So let's talk about Creole in case you don't understand me. It say, and not only they stand up for me rights, for myself, but I get the responsibility for doing that for myself. And I not for ask somebody else for stand up for me if I know they stand up for myself. And he say, once you don't stand up for yourself, you go be surprised. Say people then go to ask you now, how for help you? Whose help will you want?
Right.
And then the second quote I like from her, it said, develop enough courage so that you can stand up for yourself and then stand up for somebody else.
Right.
You see, both of what they talk about, it give you the encouragement for say, once you don't learn how to stand up for yourself, you for reciprocate.
Right.
You for show somebody else how for do that for themselves.
Right.
Because it's all parts of learning.
Right.
You not go just be selfish to yourself. Once you don't learn the ways of how to do something, you for share.
Right.
Just like where God bring in at this world, it's how we say not for you no more, but you can serve una company.
Right.
That's why he said, do unto others as you like done unto you. And he always remind you, say, after God, you think about somebody else, not so you one you for to think about. So now we encouraging quotes and down there for say, now for build up the courage, now for stand up for yourself, and when you don't able to stand up for yourself, it'll give you courage now for support somebody else where they in need and teach the person how to stand up for themselves correctly. Thank you so much for joining us on the show on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Like Camera say, we're there every Monday to Saturday. We get different topics that we'll talk about, and we don't come to the end of the show for today. We're not able to receive any more calls, unfortunately.
Sorry.
It is now 11:01, and all we can say is bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah! Radio Fry. Do you know what listeners love about our station? It's everything. So we're now in Freetown. Bo, McKinney, Connor, and Kenema, reaching 3.5 million people in Sierra Leone, and now we push beyond the boundaries. We are going visual. We are now your official visual radio station, starting on the 3rd of January 2022 with The Breakfast Show, 9 to 11 a.m. with the beautiful Camera and the elegant Brigitte. 10 The Drive, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with the one and only Alusine and Ibrahim. And for your little ones, the bedtime stories at 8 o'clock. We love you too much at Radio Fry 2022. We go visual.
Friends, families, and loved ones out of airtime, and you need to send them some from your Africell line? It's easy. Dial *121#. Enter the amount you want to transfer, then enter the receiver's number. Press 1 to confirm. You'll receive an SMS notification confirming your transaction. Cost per transaction is 225 leones. It's that easy. Africell.
On the beat.
Fuck man, we don't fall, really for don't stand tall. If then they read the signs on the wall, go for buying a mall. No need for ask price, cause sweeten on the signs on the wall. Stick no bill, no piece of deal. Or can't you read the signs on the wall? Look left and right, bra, cross quick na zebra. Then tramp on the sign on the wall. Use your imagination. Time travel, be guided by the signs on the wall. If you ever get lost, please find your way back. Directions on the signs on the wall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. on the signs on the wall. Ojama pay 50,000 pound, who the lorry can free. All she read was the signs on the wall. Sometimes not just common sense, bruh. You don't need no sign on the wall to see and got to leave. That's how we lose sight of the big picture, cause we're looking for signs on the wall. Rape case is not a tale now, quick nap a demper. So better find the sign on the wall. Put your light down, make you see us. Sometimes go see no sign on the wall. Using us, fan who side beef the us. Cause you know they 90 sign.